Okay, so in the previous video, I showed you the quick method of resetting your password. And if you haven't watched that, I would recommend that you actually watch that, and that's probably a better method. In the event that the quick method does not work, then we can do the manual method. So what we need to do is basically try to log into my contacts. And once again, we try to log in and we get the login failure. Okay, now we click on forget credentials, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off my internet. Okay, and then I'm going to click on send request and see what happens. All right, so right away we get this message saying that there was a problem sending the request. Please make sure you're connected to the internet and try again. Okay, so what we want to do is, you can try a couple of times. If it still fails, then what you need to do is follow the steps here. So if the problem persists, then you'll need to manually send me the code you see above in the text box right here. Okay, to do this, all you have to do is click on this copy code link and then paste it into an email and send it to my email address, which is right down here, nitinem162@gmail.com. And then I'll process it just like I do before, and I'll send you an email back. Okay, so that's all you need to do. So basically, if you click OK here, then you copy the code, and then once again it's going to say that just form an email and send it to this email address, and I'll process it and I'll send you an email back. Okay, so once you've done that, once you've pasted the code into an email body, just basically send it to me. You don't have to explain, just in the subject line you can just say password, my contacts password reset request or something like that. So once you send me that, all you have to do is basically wait for the email. So once again, I'm just going to show you the email. You'll get an email like this from me, my contacts password reset code. And as I explained in the previous video, all you need to do is copy the content in between these two square brackets that you see at the end. So do not copy those, but just copy everything like this. So highlight everything carefully and make sure that you don't have the square brackets there. Right click, copy, and then we're coming back to the login dialog. We'll click on reset password, and then in here we're going to go Control V to paste. Okay, and if you see square brackets at the end, just make sure that you remove them, but basically that's it. And then we'll click next. Now let's say before I do that, let's say you make a mistake in copying the code, right, and you'll get something like this. We'll click next. So you'll see that the code is invalid, and please make sure you enter the code inside the square brackets. Do not include the square brackets. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this, and then I'll go Control V again. I'll click next. So the code has been verified, and now we can type in a new password. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 12345 again, and then we'll click save new password. So new password's been saved. Here's a username, here's our password. Click OK, and now we can type in our username and the password 12345. Click login, and there you go, and here we are. So that was the manual way, just in case your internet is down or you have any other issue. There could be a number of issues, like your firewall settings, your antivirus could block my web service. There's a whole bunch of issues. So instead of just contacting me and saying you're having issues, just use this manual method. Send me the code, I'll process it, I'll send you the email back, and then you can be up and running. Alright, so I hope you found this video useful, and we'll see you in the next video.